Good morning, everyone. It is actually a little bit afternoon. We are having a day off. Danny does have to work, but since the public schools are out, they have an extra day. I guess it's a staff day. I just decided to give them a 3-day weekend for Easter. I don't know if you can tell how tired I am, but the anemia definitely set in. Been barely staying awake, but doing some knitting and just chilling. It's been nice. I did email the middle school registrar last week, forgetting that they were on spring break. I got an auto reply, but this morning I woke up to an email. I had said, when should we expect registration? Because like April's already half over, and they had said in April in a form letter. But yeah, she's like, oh, I can schedule it next week, this day, at these times. So Monday afternoon, we will be going in, and it sounds like we're just picking his classes. She said 10 to 15 minutes. We need a birth certificate and IDs. I'm guessing that means he doesn't need to do any placement testing. I did submit his last year's standardized testing. I do the full battery, which means I don't just do language arts and math that are required for the county to show proof of homeschool progress. I do everything, including the small amounts of science and social studies and stuff that they do. We'll be doing that again in, I don't even know, a week or two. What day is it? Oh wow, yeah. We pretty much will be starting the day that he goes for choosing his classes. I don't know if you can tell, but I let my hair dry wavy today. What do you think? Does it look crazy when it's like this? I certainly have a halo of hair because it's just about time to redo all that, but I'm gonna start after that appointment. That should give me 2 weeks to redo it. I need to do my next calendar for the family. But yeah, that was the only excitement for the day. I do want to email the guidance counselor this week to let her know that we have an appointment coming up. Ask for her advice if there's anything we should consider when she's in classes, and maybe ask to meet her as well in person. I just want to make this as smooth as possible. But I just got up to make some lunch. Sebastian wants a sandwich and he wants it to involve mustard. Grocery day's tomorrow. I need to place the order, but I think I have cheese, I think I have bacon, so he can have that. And I need to put the clean dishes away, the dirty dishes in there. And I'm kind of craving tofu because Danny keeps not wanting it. Last night I really wanted to make tofu bowls, so tofu and veggies. He's like, I don't really like tofu and I don't want a bowl of vegetables, so no. So I let the kids choose out of my remaining choices because I didn't want either of them, and we had spaghetti, but I'm gonna have my tofu. I'm sure Jax would be willing to split it with me. I have no idea what we're doing for dinner tonight, but yeah, I just wanted to say hi. It is cold. I went downstairs in my pajamas at 8:30ish and took the sheets off of the azaleas before rain started. It is currently 39 degrees, so hopefully they're okay. I didn't really want to leave it on in the rain, but I think we're gonna have a couple more days with freezing temperatures, so we might have to go out in the rain. It's just gonna be a mess, and then it's gonna get beautiful again. But yeah, I'm gonna go take care of lunch and dishes. You got anything to say to everybody?
Nope.
Nope. Hello friends. Obviously I had a bath. I'm in pajamas. It was a wonderful hot sweaty bath, so now my hair is even curlier. It is so cool that it is wavy now. I hope the rest of my hair is wavy, but I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what's going on behind me, but he needs to go brush his teeth so that he can say goodnight when it's time. I can't show your butt, so you just don't get to be on the video. Anyway, such a flattering view. It was just a day, but I talked to you partway through, I guess. I did a lot of chores. It's like putting the dishes away, putting the dirty dishes in, getting laundry going. What else did I do? There was some more chores. Oh, I emptied out the fridge, started the grocery order. I did not want to cook. I was getting so tired, and I had a sinus headache because it's been raining all day, and my mold allergies start to increase the longer it rains. It's a lot better now. It's still there, but the hot steamy bath helped for sure. Also today, after quiet time, I spent a lot of time doing prep work for Jax's school registration, choosing his classes. Probably don't have time to go into everything, so we'll discuss that later in the week. But basically, I got an email later in the day saying, oh, by the way, I was told that there's some videos about choosing your electives that you should take a look at. And all the language classes are already full from the rising 7th graders that registered in February before you were allowed to, so all that's left is German. I was like, oh no, thinking that he had to choose a language and now he has no choice. But no, to make it as short as possible, beyond the core classes, he chooses one full-sized elective class and one half-sized fine arts class, which really fucking pisses me off that it's so little fine arts, but whatever. The fine arts is divided in half because the other half is resource, which I would consider like study hall back in my dinosaur age. But I see Bumblebee. Brush your teeth. So world languages is what they call the option of choosing a language class, which gives you high school credit. So that's great, but he's thinking Spanish, so we're thinking 8th grade. So this year, probably a computer science. There's really not that many choices. There's 2 different computer sciences. There's all the languages that he can't take because only German's available. What else was there? I think there is an art class that's a full period elective. So if he wanted to do art and music. Was there something else? I don't know that there was. I think that was it. So I think he's gonna do a computer science. And then for the fine arts, there's band and strings. Those are off the table. You had to start basically in 5th grade. You had to have taken 6th grade band or strings. And to take those, please brush your teeth, Bumblebee. In order to take those, you have to go to a fair in 5th grade, and he's not motivated to do that, so probably not going to happen. He could take classical guitar, and he can take chorus, and then there's art. I, of course, would take art in no hesitation. I would take art and art if that was allowed, but it probably wasn't. I was a band kid, though, so I would have been in band. I was in band starting in elementary school, and I played the oboe. I still have one. I haven't played it in years because it's noisy and I don't have supplies to make reeds. Probably forgot how to play it, but I could muscle memory. I could probably get it back. But yeah, so no band or strings, but he could choose chorus, and he does have a good voice. He can sing in tune. Or he can choose art, and he's a good artist as well. So he'll have a tough choice on that one. I even though I want to say art, I also want to say chorus because I loved my time in the music department, and even though I wasn't in choir, is what we called it, there were people that were both in band and choir. It was tough though. So the whole music department was just like so tight, and it wasn't nerdy or geeky. The popular kids were in chorus and band in my school. You're really starting to annoy me. I need you to get brushed. He's just playing around in there. I want you to be done so you can say goodnight with me. So I could see him like making friendships, and yeah, it could be good. And he could always switch to art after like the next year, if that's not his thing, or it could be his thing and that could be something that he moves on with. Or he could try guitar, but I don't think he's going to because he asked for a piano ages ago. He has his keyboard in his room and he never ever touches it. Danny's like, he should choose keyboard, but that's not an option. Is it running out of batteries?
No.
Will you not put it in my face?
Yes.
Is it hard?
No.
Is it dirty?
Yeah.
Just get it wet and like rub your thumb on it. I can't see what you're holding up to my face in the dark. So I probably talked more. I can't see the dirtiness. Just get it wet. Clean it. Yeah. Toothpaste. So basically what I was doing today, I did skim some things. Some of the videos are missing. Some of them are just a recording of a Zoom session, and it says like 45 minutes. I'm like, I'm not doing that right now. So we need to look at those together and probably do some scrubbing, because just watching the beginning is like, okay, I'm waiting for everybody to come in, but we're gonna do this and this. Like, we don't need all that. I was pulling together all of the course descriptions for this year's collateral that he's doing, curriculum, and also the basics of last year, 5th grade and 6th grade. I feel like 5th grade will be relevant because in 5th grade he studied U.S. history up through the Civil War. And then I had looked before 6th grade to see what the middle schools were doing, and I saw that in 7th grade they do U.S. history from the Civil War onward to present. So instead of choosing that for 6th grade, since we were already a year ahead on that, and then having him to have to do that a second time when history is one of his least favorite subjects, this year we're just doing world geography and history. Unfortunately, we can't do the whole world. It would just take so long. We'd be still doing it in August. We're doing Africa, Asia, and Middle East because it's just so intense. But yeah, so I think it's relevant that they know he did that in 5th grade. What?
You pick on the side.
It's fine. You can brush your teeth. Just use your teeth to push it back onto the front. It's such an ordeal. Have you followed any of this? I'm so sorry. I keep getting distracted. I feel like my brain's been like this all day. But I should have a pile of printouts on the printer with everything he's doing this year, an overview of everything he did last year, because apparently the teachers and the guidance counselor work together to recommend the core classes. I'm the teacher, so yeah. I never heard a word about him needing placement tests. We're just going right in, so hopefully the fact that I have a very well accepted standardized test for him, I can give them past years if they need it. I have everything. We're going to be starting. Actually, the day of the appointment is when we're supposed to be starting our testing. We pick a day to schedule and they send it in advance. I do have the testing booklets and stuff. I have not looked ahead at them. You're not supposed to. I might skim them, but I'm really, really good at zipping the lips, reading only what the book says for the test administrator. It's hard. It was really hard the first few years when I'm like, you know this, but I wasn't allowed to say anything. It's easy now, but this will be my last year. Okay, I'm just rambling. Tomorrow, school, and it's still pouring out there. I don't know if you can hear. It's going to be a little misty, but still really cold. Today was like 45, which I think is like 7 Celsius, and it's going to be the same tomorrow, but less rain. But I think we will go and walk the mall. We try to go once a month right now and get our GameStop $5 credit put into the Nintendo eShop. And we talked to them and the manager, and he might be able to save a Kirby Forgotten whatever the game is poster for us. I don't know if he already forgot and got rid of it, but he might not even be working tomorrow. But yeah, we'll get our exercise indoors because it's a big wide open space. People don't really wear masks too much anymore. They just don't. I guess some Florida federal judge appointed by Trump today overruled the transportation mask mandate, so who knows when we'll be on an airplane. Are you ready? You ready to say goodnight?
But while I go to school, are we not going to be able to do a walk?
Not during school. It'll be weekend or after school. Or days off. Definitely not during school. I mean, you're in school when you're in school.
Well,
We'll just do what we can do. That's going to be the hardest thing, not having our own schedule. But we'll get used to it. Believe me, I'm not looking forward to waking up at 5:30 in the morning to shower.
before me, well, I might wake up like
I think you have to wake up at like 6 or 6:30.
at 1:30.
That's still night. I think you have to be at the school at like 7 or something. I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure that all out later. They'll start talking to us in the summer. let's say goodnight. I've talked too long. This is a really long video clip. Man, sorry. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow for whatever we get up to. Sorry this video was so boring, but yeah, tired. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget,
wash your hands.
wash your hands.